Shalom, man. Shalom. Real Mishpika. All right, back into it. Going to 27, Proverbs. Welcome back. Let's get right into it. Warnings and instructions. Boast not thyself of the morrow, for thou knowest not what a day may bring forth. Let another man praise thee, not thine own mouth, a stranger, not thine own lips. A stone is heavy, a sand is weighty, but a fool's wrath is heavier than them both. Right? Fool's person got crazy wrath. Wrath is cruel, anger is outrageous, but who is able to stand before envy? Right? Open rebuke is better than secret love. Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful. Right? It's some good sayings, man. It's like I kind of want to break these down, but it's not really like kind of necessary, man. He says, the soul, the full soul loatheth in honeycomb, but to the hungry, every soul, bitter thing, to the hungry, every bitter thing is sweet. Hmm. As a bird wander from her nest, so is a man that wander from his place. Just how a bird may put their house in a place of safety. That's your place is the safest place of safety, right? Most High put you there to be safe, but we be wandering off, like the Most High say, to places that people shouldn't be going. Ointment and perfume rejoice the heart. So does the sweetness of a man's friend by hearty counsel. Right? Getting good counsel can lift you up. Thine own friend and thy father's friend forsake not. Neither go into thy brother's house in the day of calamity, in the day of thy calamity. For a neighbor, for better is a neighbor that is near than a brother that is far off. Right? Thine own friend and thy father's friend forsake not. Right? Don't forsake your friends and your father's friends. Neither go into thy brother's house in the day of thine calamity. It is better to go to thy neighbor that is near than thy brother that is far off. Right? It's better to go to the people closer to you, even though y'all may not be that close relationship wise, but in proximity, they right there. They live in the same lifestyle you live in. So they're more prone to understand the trials and tribulations that you're going through. Versus your brother, he might be in another city, another country. He may not understand what you've been going through. It says, my son, be wise and make my heart glad, that I may answer him that reproacheth me. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple passeth on and are punished. Right? And this could also be used when you go into nature and you see, all right, it's bear tracks that way. So we going that way, But the simple one says, oh, I wonder why that branch is broken. Look, that's some big dog poop. Let's go that way. Let's see what kind of dog this is. But the prudent man foreseeth the evil. Right? You see it, you hear it, you smell it in the air. Smells the bear. You see the signs of life. He says, take his garment, that is surety for a stranger, and take a pledge of him for a strange woman. He that blesseth his friend with a loud voice, rising early in the morning, shall be counted a curse to him. Too loud, man, it's too early. Continual dropping in a very rainy day and a contentious woman are alike. Contention is like always combative, always want to fight. So just like a water drip drop from the bucket, that's how a contentious woman is. Always a little, well, I thought you said you was gonna work out. Didn't you say you was gonna take the trash out today? Did you pay the bill? Did you? It's like a little. Whosoever hideth her hideth the wind, and the anointment of his right hand, which bewrayeth itself. Iron sharpeneth iron, so a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend. Whoso keepeth the fig tree shall eat the fruit thereof. So he that waiteth on his master shall be honored. All right, just because the master ain't here don't mean you could kick back, get back to work. It says, as water answers to face, so the heart of man to man. Hell and destruction are never full, so are the eyes of men never satisfied. As the finding pot for silver and the furnace for gold, so is a man in his praise. Should thou bewray a fool and a mortar among the wheat with the pestle? Yet not will he depart from his foolishness. Be thou diligent to know the state of thy flock, and look well to thy herds. Right? This is talking about money. This is talking about your animals. This is talking about your family. Be diligent to look over the state of your flocks. Right? It says, riches are not forever. And doth not the crown endure to any generation, to every generation? He says, the hay appeareth, and the tender grass showeth itself. Herbs of the mountains are gathered. The lambs are for clothing, the goats is for the price of the field. And thou shalt have goat's milk, enough for thy food, and for thy household, and for the maintenance of thy maidens. Right? So lambs for thy clothing, the wool, goats is for the price of the field, baby. Goats can bring everything. Goat's milk, enough for thy food, enough for thy house, and for the maintenance of thy maidens, for thy wives, thy women. All right. Like I said, man, these are very short, sweet, simple chapters. We went from a 30-minute video to a 10-minute video. So, it's just, and I know I could have broken down a couple of these, but the idea is that it's not really, the idea is that if we really got this far, we should already kind of know what these scriptures are saying just a little bit, you know? So, that being said, I'm going to say shalom, mashpakah. Have a good day. Peace.